Granddaddy Winchester still on the shelf. Get it, got it, load it, load it. My daddy dirty, dirty, loaded with shells. Bitch, you better notice. Get out my yard. Get out my yard. Better leave me alone. Better leave me alone. Better know my right. Better know my right. Protect my home. Protect my home. Get out my yard. Get out my yard. Better leave me alone. Better leave me alone. Better know my right. Better know my right. Protect my home. Protect my home. Protect my home. Looking out the front window, see a random motherfucker in the yard. He don't know what he info. Got a Mossberg sitting in the back of the barn. Let it sink in and digest. You ain't never seen a shotgun in high res. Hit him in the chest with a birdshot. Then pay attention what the motherfuckers I did. Cause I don't give a damn. Better call the lawman. Cause you gon' be dead before they bring them cars in. You lucky that we talking. You could be in a call. Cause I know my rights. Get up off my porch and now I got a gun to shoot it. And I'm looking for a reason to use it. Got an unmarked grave for the police come. And I'm thinking that it just might suit ya. So when a dumb motherfucker wanna think about taking man, I got something that'll change his mind. He been hanging on the wall for a minute now, begging me to use it, find a reason I can take him down. He a nuisance, and he don't like excuses. And he don't wanna talk, he wanna open up and shoot shit. And I really hate to pop your balloon, bitch, but I'm thinking that you might wanna move it, cause I don't think you heard. Granddaddy Winchester still on the shelf. Get it, got it, load it, load it. My daddy dirty, dirty, loaded with shells. Bitch, you better notice. Get out my yard. Get out my yard. Better leave me alone. Better leave me alone. Better know my right. Better know my right. Protect my home. Protect my home. Get out my yard. Get out my yard. Better leave me alone. Better leave me alone. Better know my right. Better know my right. Protect my home. Protect my home. Protect my home.
Let's be clear here about the situation. When the sun goes down, we operate on scheduled visitation. Surprises aren't advised, but then I guess that's all your choice. But it'd be wise to make damn sure I can recognize your voice.
Cause that M1 was send one. All you can eat and then some. If you hear that one, get a run. Or that pump can dump like Enron. Yeah, I'm a 90s kid, you whiny bitch. And a country boy can survive this shit. 6 years old, Red Rider, iron sight, still firing hit. Get out, let that lead fly.
chest are still on the shelf. Get it, got it, loaded, loaded. My daddy dirty, loaded with shells. Bitch, you better notice. Get out my yard, get out my yard. Better leave me alone, better leave me alone. Better know my rights, better know my rights. I'll protect my home, protect my home. Get out my yard, get out my yard. Better leave me alone, better leave me alone. Better know my rights, better know my rights. I'll protect my home, protect my home. I'll protect my home. Wondering what's wrong with me. Society is crumbling. Every time I walk outside my door, I see another. So I load my gun and lock my doors. This is mine and that is yours. You better not set a foot inside my home. Inside my home.
All right, I'm back. Welcome back to the podcast, Two Protects One. And, I thought we'd start off with a little bit of old school. Hard Target, Simple Man, and West Nile, Get Out My Yard. So, Simple Man and Hard Target actually performed this on the War Tour. I thought it was dope. I'd never heard it before. So, I wanted to play it on this live stream. So this really isn't going to be a music live stream. Just wanted to let you know. We're going to talk a little bit about politics today. I might play a little bit of music at the end, but I wanted to pose the question to the people in the chat. Okay. Can we still have civil debate? Is it smart, given what has happened just recently to Charlie Kirk? Is it a good idea for these people of Turning Point USA to keep going to these campuses? Is it a good idea for these people to keep going and engaging in debates? Because I've seen some clips, I've seen some videos, and it honestly has me worried that this situation is going to happen again, and it's going to happen sooner than later. And I feel like we as conservatives are not using our heads. Okay, we're not using our heads. We're not paying attention to the warning signs. For some odd reason, we still think that we can get through to these people. And I think really what it comes down to is it's the love of Christ inside of us. Most conservatives are Christian people. They want to do good. They want to do right. They want to share the love of Christ with other people. But I'm letting you know right now, and I'm gonna say this before we start watching videos. I'm gonna give you a little bit of a monologue here. I'm gonna tell you right now that it is a bad idea, and that most of these people are young, working for Turning Point USA, and some of these other, I wouldn't say wannabe type of organizations, but different types of organizations that are similar to Turning Point USA. Okay. I seen a couple white guys with MAGA hats try to go to a HBCU or whatever. It's a historically black college, whatever the acronym is for it. Okay. They were not received very well. All right, let's just put it that way. They were not received very well. And what you got to realize, and I'm not just talking about, for me, it's not a race thing. Okay, now there are some situations where, of course, it is a race thing. All right. As far as black people being violent and aggressive and stuff, when I see that, I call that shit out. I don't care who you are. I don't care if I hurt your feelings. I don't care what you think about me. But if it's some kind of violence, I'm going to call it out. you're dealing with some psychotic people on the left. Okay, you're either dealing with trans people that are desperately confused, or basically they're super confused. Okay, on who they are, what they represent in life, what sex they are. Okay, they think of you whatever gender and like just some weird shit. They've even gotten to the point where they're chopping their tits off and chopping dick off and filleting it and flipping it inside out. Whatever you want to do, whatever you want to say. These people are seriously mentally ill. You are dealing with the mentally ill, and you're walking into situations where you are completely naive to what the fuck is going on around you. And I'll say this about Charlie Kirk. Until you can prove me otherwise, okay, I believe there's still okay, for some reason my Wi-Fi cut out. Killing block someone. What? Okay, so my Wi-Fi is cutting out. Let me know if it's good in the chat. I think I'm gonna have to reset my router, which pisses me off. You're killing Charlie over and over every time you block someone. What do you mean? Every time I block somebody for what? Block somebody from beat? I agree with that. That's locked up. Alright, sorry, for some reason my stream locked up. I don't know if I'm gonna have to reset my computer or what the fuck's going on. But just let me know if you're in the chat. Let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if everything's good, and I'll keep going. And I agree with you, Frank. I believe debate time has come and gone. It's over. Yeah, sounds like someone who has been blocked. Yeah. The thing is debate time has come and gone. I don't feel like it's safe. And this is the thing, okay? You can say, well, they're not going to stop us from going into these college campuses. Well, Charlie Kirk felt the same way, okay? And he had security. And he was one of the biggest names in right-wing political commentary, content creator, podcaster, whatever you want to call it, okay? One of the biggest names. And he walked in and they shot him in the neck, okay? You're telling me that everybody in Turning Point is safe. I don't trust it, bro. And there's some big names getting ready to go out on the road for Turning Point. You got Megyn Kelly, you got Tucker Carlson, okay? You got some really big names that are going out there. And then there's a lot of people that are doing the copycat thing. Okay? There's a lot of people that are going out there. And I've heard stuff like, well, the thing is like if we can't let the left dictate what we're doing. Yeah, it's the type of thinking that'll get yourself killed or get somebody else killed. Okay? And you have to realize that it's a very basic teaching of the Bible. The scriptures say, and I don't know the chapter and verse, but the Bible tells us to not cast our pearls before swine. Okay? And that's exactly what we're doing. We're taking all our good ideas, we're taking our Christian faith, and we are just spewing it all over pigs. Okay? And they're just trampling the shit out of it. Trampling the shit out of us. Okay? Like I said, I made a video 2 days after, I think it was 2 days after Charlie Kirk died. The time for debate is over. Okay? Man, fuck, dude. Hold on. I'm going to put you on mute for a second. Somebody's calling me. Alright, anyway. Somebody calling me. I don't, some kind of, oh my God. Hold on. Give me a minute. Alright, I'm back. Upchurch is calling. Nah, he ain't calling me, bro. He ain't calling me. I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't get in the chat and like make fun of me shaving my beard, though. Oh, my kids have been roasting me all day. Alright? Roasting me all day long for not having a beard anymore. Yeah, we're throwing words. I did want to go back for a second and talk about Patrick's comment. Patrick said, "You're killing Charlie over and over every time you block someone." Every time I block someone, like you mean block somebody on YouTube? You mean block somebody from speaking? This is where I'm at with it, okay? I don't care about the left's ideas anymore. I don't want to reason with you. I don't like you. And if I could get away with it, I would exile you from this country, okay? Because our views don't match up. We're not the same country anymore. You don't love this country. You don't love the Constitution. You don't love the flag. You aren't working to help make this country a better place. I would much rather just exile you, give you California, and let you go to town. All right? But if you cross the state lines of California, you'll have to be dealt with. But that's just my thing. Like, I don't care anymore. Like, bro, I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to hear about your philosophical debates about communism and DEI and fucking trans rights and, about how white people should have to pay reparations. Fuck that. All right? Not gonna happen. All right? I don't want to hear about that shit anymore, all right? If you aren't on the same page of all of us working together to fix this shit, get the fuck away from me. And that's how I feel about it. Get the fuck away from me. Because I don't want nothing to do with you. All right? Now, if we can all get on the same page and we can work towards one common goal, which is saving this fucking country, all right, by a bunch of crooked fucking politicians, then we can get on that same page. But the minute you claim victim and the minute you try to blame me or blame somebody else for some kind of fucking whiteness or you're just a white male with white privilege, and it's like, fuck you. Yeah, I've been privileged all my fucking life. I've pretty much struggled all my life. I'll show you my bank account, you show me yours, okay? If anything, it's similar. Alright? So, I don't know. Oh, shit. I'm pro-national divorce. I'm in California and want to move to the South bad. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not saying all of California is bad either. There's a lot of nice Republican areas in California. I've talked to a few people on here that are from places like that. But I don't know. Give them a state like Washington or something, Oregon. Just give them a state and let them all go practice some kind of weird ass ritual circle jerk and cut each other's genitals off and shit. I mean, that's you want to practice that shit? Bye. You know what I'm saying? Like, I used to think, okay, and I've not always been like this. All right, if you would have asked me back in I would say 2019. Or 2018, 2019, I would have told you that we could turn this around and that people can come, that we can all come together again. All right? I would say, like, we can do that. But something changed during COVID and something happened during the 2020 Summer of Love. Okay? All that shit changed. And then January 6th happened, and it's like, oh, I don't know. It's not good. It's not good, bro. I just don't know if we'll ever be able to turn it around. the left are American terrorists. Charlie was a free speech advocate. I guess the Constitution. Fuck you. Fuck the This is where I'm at. The left doesn't follow the Constitution, hates the Constitution, would rather just wipe their ass with the Constitution. So all that, well, what about Charlie and the Constitution? Well, I'll say this. Charlie believed in free speech and he got shot in the fucking neck for it. Okay? And then you got everybody on the left saying, whoa, 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 we need to turn down the temperature. Turn down the temperature. And then you got people over on the right like, we just need to all come together. And it's like, fuck you. You just shot one of the most prominent conservatives in the neck in 4K for everybody to see. All right? Save that shit. The left hates the Constitution, hates this country. All right? Charlie Kirk might have believed in free speech, but he ain't going to be able to tell us about it tomorrow or today. And it sucks. Like, it sucks for him and his family. It's fucking terrible. Can someone please kick this Patrick Patterson bitch off the chat? Nah, leave him in here. I kind of like him. He's getting me fired up. The whole West Coast would form its own dumbass country. That would be great. We are fuckistan. Because you guys would be fucked. Like they would be. We want you over here, Dunbar. Alright? We're bringing you over here. But yes, they would be fucked. Free speech is allowed here, stupid. And offensive speech isn't. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you can't go... Look, a lot of people, even some people on the right had problems with, like, the people on the right calling, like, getting people on the left fired from their jobs, okay? And they kept saying, well, I thought the right didn't believe in cancel culture. And it's like, they did that shit for like 5-6 years. Maybe even longer. They did that for almost like a decade. Getting us canceled for some of the dumbest shit. Alright? Yeah. I mean, they got people canceled for saying, like, retard and faggot and definitely the N-word. If you say the N-word, you was fired. Matter of fact, you'd probably never be able to get a job again. But the left can violently make death threats towards Charlie Kirk's wife, other prominent conservative content creators or podcasters. They can basically dance on the grave of Charlie Kirk, and they feared no repercussions. Well, there's some people on the right that got pissed and look, I ain't got no chin. Both my daughters been giving me shit all day about not having a chin. How the fuck? FBI is the reason January 6th happened. Yeah. I've been saying that since like when I first started my podcast. You can go back and look at old clips or old live streams. I was saying that back in 2022. Yeah, and I think a lot of people knew that. Like, the FBI was the reason for January 6th. They were involved. When the crowd was formed outside, before anybody had even went into the Capitol, the Capitol Police were shooting tear gas into the crowd, hitting people with tear gas. Like the cartridges hit somebody in the face. And I'm sorry, you fire enough tear gas in the crowd, you're going to piss them people off. They were already pissed off. What up, Steven? What up, Steven? Erica. Oh, Lord, here we go. What up, Kate? Kate in the chat. DM, FBI, yeah. Erica killed Charlie and is taking over his empire. She's a Black Widow. I've seen this conspiracy thing today. Okay, what does it matter? Charlie Kirk's dead. At this point, unless you have some solid evidence, Solid. I'm not talking about a clip on YouTube or a clip on TikTok. Unless you have solid evidence, some gay dude that had a trans boyfriend shot Charlie in the neck. That's still it. Until somebody can prove to me otherwise, that is it. And all these other conspiracies, Erica killed him to get control of his empire. There was some dude in the crowd that went like this and shot him in the neck. And it's like, you're going to have to come up with some evidence, not just a blurry ass cell phone video. Like, I ain't seen it yet. I ain't seen it. Patrick's had some Tylenol? Maybe. He's been feeding Tylenol to his pregnant wife. Jesus. Steven in the chat. I've never seen or heard of more violent hypocrites than the left, exactly. One word and they turn pure evil. Yeah. Bro, it's bad, dude. It's bad. Yeah. All the conspiracies are sad as fuck. Yeah, I mean, look, where I'm at with the conspiracies, okay? With the shit, with the theories, the hypothetical theories out there. If one comes along and it's legit and I think it's good, yeah, I'm gonna jump all over it. But now they're saying, like, today I was reading, the dude's lapel mic blew up in his face, like, and then they blamed it on Israel because Israel had those pagers explode on the Palestinians or whatever. I don't know. I'm just like, dude, we gotta get some concrete evidence before we run out here looking stupid. I think a lot of it is just people that aren't necessarily on the right, but they want to make I think it's almost like a psyop of people just making videos and making up bullshit theories, bro. I think that's what it is, and they're just replaying them over and over again. I'm saying there are some legitimate, like, what the fucks in the investigations, okay? Really, there is. But some of the wild theories about other shooters just makes us look stupid. Yeah. Yeah, none of them make logical sense. None of them make what? What's solid evidence against Travis? What? I don't know. You mean Tyler? You mean Tyler? Because that's the dude's name. But you're attacking huge groups of people with zero evidence Tyler did anything. Okay. Look, dude, he's been arrested. He's been investigated by the FBI. He's been arrested. They've shared some evidence. Of course, they're not going to share all evidence before the dude goes to trial with the fucking media. I'm sure there's evidence they haven't revealed yet. He's going to go to trial. A jury is either going to convict him or not convict him. And then he's either going to go to prison for the rest of his life, or he's going to get death penalty, or he's going to get let go. Okay? I think there's some stuff that they haven't shared with us on purpose. But there's also a lot of weird stuff going on. But I don't need to see this, okay, with Charlie Kirk to even prove that the left is insane. I've been watching it for 10 years, and it's constantly been escalating, okay? Jimmy Kimmel gets fired, okay, from his shitty late-night talk show. And somebody that works at ABC, he was pissed that Jimmy Kimmel got fired, shot up ABC. A left-winger, all right? Now, this was 4 or 5 days ago. You probably haven't even heard that story because it didn't get mainstream news media. It didn't get mainstream attention. Then there was another situation. You had the leftist on top of a building shooting ICE agents. I don't need the Charlie Kirk thing to prove that the left is fucking crazy. I see it all the time. We still don't know anything about Trump's shooter, exactly. I thought it was bad when we were lied to about Epstein files. Amazing how many people are moving the goalposts. It's not a good look. What do you mean moving the goalpost? I'm open to it. I just don't know what you're talking about. Maybe I said something that triggered that comment. I don't know. We still don't know anything about Trump's shooter, exactly. Patrick, what group is it getting attacked? Exactly, bro. It's not the left that's getting attacked. It's the fucking right. It's the right. Look. Okay, let's just say the FBI lied. What the fuck? Really? Did that freeze up again? Hold on. Alright, anyway. Let's just say the FBI lied. Okay? And it really wasn't a leftist that did it. Okay? And that it was, let's just say, Israel. Or a fucking hit from a different organization or something. It still doesn't change the fact that there was thousands upon thousands of left-wingers on TikTok and all these social media apps celebrating the death of Charlie Kirk. Some sick fucks, okay? And then calling for violence against other Republicans. Still doesn't change the fact. Patrick, unless I see that, it's a psyop of professionally known as social engineering. Just try this theory for a second, okay? Now, Patrick, did you follow QAnon when QAnon was around? Was you a follower of Q? Did you read the Q post when they were posted? I'm curious. Because I'm going to tell you why. What if, okay? Let's just say what if. They want you to believe everything's a psyop. They want the right to believe everything is a psyop. Alright? To keep you docile. To keep you not willing to fight back. Not willing to stand up for yourself. Because I'm going to let you know a little secret, okay? If the left ever regains power in this country, this is why it's so important for Trump to not be pussyfooting around. To let his balls drop and do something, okay? But if the left ever regains power in this country, you better believe the shit they did under Joe Biden's reign is going to get 20 times worse. It's going to get 20 times worse. Yeah, send me the clip, Patrick, of Kash Patel admitting the texts are fake. Now, I personally believe the texts are fake. Okay? I personally believe they're fake. They don't sound right. I wouldn't say they're fake. Maybe they took the original text and put them through like an AI or something. I don't know, but it just didn't sound good. It just didn't sound right. I'd have to see the video of Kash saying that they're fake. Which that would be all over Twitter, and I would have already seen it by now. Well, I would have already pulled it up, talked about it, because that would be a huge story all over Twitter. The left are nothing but petulant children spreading chaos, exactly. And you ain't seen nothing yet, Jake. You ain't seen nothing yet. It's coming, bro. It's brewing with these ICE raids. That's why I think it's so important for Trump to not half-step on this shit. You cannot be a half-stepper, brother. You gotta fucking act. And it's gonna look ugly with everybody having cell phones, news station cameras, cameras on every fucking corner. It's gonna look bad. You're not gonna do what needs to be done for this country without bad optics. Without it looking bad for a little while. As the President of the United States, I believe one of your highest priorities is to protect your American citizens. Whether it be right or left, okay? And I believe that white Christians, and just Christians in general, Christian conservatives, are being attacked. They're coming after us on purpose, okay? We're being singled out and we're being attacked. And it started with, you had the girl in Nashville, the trans shooter in Nashville, went into a Christian school, shot up a bunch of kids. Alright, you just had the trans shooter. It was not too long ago. What was that girl's name? But I think it happened in Minnesota, went shot up the school in Minnesota. Trans person shot up a Christian school. Alright. Charlie Kirk, one of the most prominent Christian people, shot in the neck. So, I don't know. The writing's on the wall. There's a lot more evidence out there of there being an attack on Christian people. Christian conservative people. So, I don't know, bro. You could stay. Okay. Man, my fucking head hurt, bro. Turn TikTok off. Turn it off. Because I feel like TikTok is literally making people dumber. I'm not saying none of that shit's true. But what I'm saying is that I watched a TikTok video today and it was easily debunked in fucking 5 minutes on X. They said that she was in a pageant and that there was an arranged marriage, which it's weird. Not all of, see, the thing is what people do is they take little tiny pieces of evidence and then they build their own narrative and start making dumbass TikTok videos on it. Like, wait until all the information comes out. I don't know anything about Erica Kirk. And anybody out there saying, I know everything about Erica Kirk, they're lying, bro. Because they ain't had enough time to really look into it. So. Making my head hurt, bro. See, this is what I thought the conversation would turn into. It's just a conversation of what everybody thinks happened to Charlie Kirk. Like I said, as of right now, until there is solid evidence, it has to be solid evidence, alright, that something else happened. This is what we're running with right now. This is what's right in front of us. Okay? This is the mainstream narrative. Not saying I believe it. Not saying I believe every piece of the story. Okay? I'm hearing the same shit you are. I'm looking at the same shit you are. Okay? And I haven't seen anything credible yet. I have seen a couple people come out and doubt Erica Kirk. Okay? But I'm not going to say that yet. Okay? I'm not going to come out and bash a fucking widow when I haven't done my research yet. When I haven't taken the time to look at the facts. Not some TikTok video or X post or, so on and so forth. I mean, you gotta look at the facts. It's alright. I'm not worried about him. I'm gonna move on. See, this is why I don't see, this is the thing. Like, I don't know what side Patrick's on, okay? He could very well be a right-wing guy. But the problem is you can't even get two fucking right-wingers to agree on anything. We're so busy infighting with each other, arguing over fucking Jewish psyops, that we can't wake the fuck up. And that's what I'm going to tell you. Wake the fuck up. What makes you think that what you think is fucking true is actually true? What makes you think that ain't a psyop? I mean, that was easily debunked. Okay. Frank, if you want to fucking block him for the rest of the stream, I'm not going to argue about the rest. That was easily debunked. That was easily debunked. Now you're just spewing shit you know nothing about. I don't really fucking care, but I'm saying, like, the whole Romania thing, that was debunked in fucking 5 minutes. Which I hate to fucking do that. You know, because there are some legitimate holes in the story. You get what I'm saying? Like, there are some legitimate holes. Alright? The ballistic shit, I mean, it doesn't really, you know, a 30-06 from 140 yards away, from what I've seen, would have probably blew his fucking head off. Okay? I don't know for sure, though. Because I don't shoot a 30-06. I don't think I've ever shot one. I'm going based off of what some fucking Joe Blow on YouTube's talking about. And he could very well be right. Or he could very well be wrong. I don't know. That's the thing, like, you have, in my opinion, you have to use a level of discernment. Okay? And that goes for everybody, even me. Don't take my fucking word for it. Do your own research. Look into the shit yourself, bro. I encourage that. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you think there was something fucked up with it, with this whole Charlie Kirk thing, go out there, start digging, do some research. You find something, come back. Because I'm telling you, dude, I sat down. And I've been constantly doing it. I had to take a little bit of a break when I went to go see the War Tour. Okay, I needed a fucking break mentally. But I sat for days upon days. I didn't go fucking live. I barely made any content, barely made any videos. And I sat and I studied every one of them fucking videos. I've studied all the new ones that have come out. Okay, I've watched every conspiracy or theory that people have. And I haven't found one yet that is credible. I've seen a lot of them that make us look stupid. They make us look dumb. You got Candace coming out, and I was on board with Candace for a minute. I'm like, oh shit, man, she might fucking know something. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm watching, I'm like, yeah, dude, she might be onto something here. This timeline does not match. And it still don't fucking match. Like, the dude Tyler got to campus at like 8:30. Okay? The shot happened at 12:23. What the fuck did he do for 4 hours? Damn, my mouth was way off. 4 hours. What the hell did he do for 4 hours? We don't have any, and there's all kinds of cameras around that campus. You can't tell me that we got more, or you know, we don't have more footage of this guy? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's some shit. That's like basic shit, though. That's basic shit. The main thing I think what they're doing right now is they're covering up everybody else that was involved. Okay? If you want to say one thing I think they're covering up for is for everybody else that's involved. I think there were more people involved in helping that kid get the shot off. And he might not even have been the shooter. One of his buddies. But do I think it was a professional hit job? No. I just don't. I just think that it was a kid that shot him in the fucking neck. Yeah, I like Benny Johnson. I don't know. I follow some of the more red pilled people. I really like I actually have a Benny Johnson clip to show. Actually, him and Tim Pool back and forth. Well, I don't have it to show. I watched it. It was like 38 minutes long. But Benny Johnson has some good shit in there. I thought about playing it is what I meant to say. I think that too, DM. They're covering up the transgender group that's helping him. Exactly, bro. You think there still ain't crooked people in the FBI? I think Kash Patel, I don't trust that motherfucker, dude. I don't trust anybody in the FBI, period. Period. And if it was, let's just put it this way. If it was Israel or a foreign government that killed Charlie Kirk, let's say the trans thing don't even exist. The dude's a patsy. And it was like some foreign country that took Charlie Kirk out. You will never know. They'll never tell you. Ever. So. Yeah. 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 They're covering up the transgender group. Candace is taking a massive turn. Now, I thought Candace was on to something there for a minute. She was logically thinking there for a minute. And I'm like, dude, she might have some shit, you know? She might have some shit. And they come out and they're like, oh, Charlie Kirk had a secret meeting in the Hamptons with a bunch of fucking people on the right, which he might have had a secret meeting in the Hamptons. I don't think it was secret. I think the meeting did happen in the Hamptons. I don't know if people are familiar with this story, but the story when it came out was that Charlie Kirk had a secret meeting in the Hamptons with, what the fuck is his name? But it had a bunch of prominent, basically the moral of the whole summary of the story is there was a bunch of prominent right-wing figures out there. Bill Ackley or something like that. But anyway, he's like a big Jewish donor. And Charlie was like intimidated to support Israel more, and they tried to bribe him with $150 million. Well, they come out, and I believe that meeting did happen, but I don't think he was bribed with $150 million. I think maybe he might have been intimidated. They might have told him to knock the shit off on criticizing Jews. But, yeah, I don't know. Nobody will really know the truth, to be totally honest. And I would love for somebody to just, if you know the truth, come out and say it. Yeah. Yeah, FBI is always covering up some stuff. I agree. Yeah. Sorry for the pun, my bad. There's definitely some big holes. It's a little rough, Steven. No, I'm just kidding. But they're saying there was a cell phone gun, then sniper, then 9mm. Like, make up their minds. Exactly, dude. It was a bunch of hearsay BS, okay? In my opinion. I don't know, dude. Like, it was not good. It was not good. And here we are. We're an hour into it, and I haven't played a video yet. But I did want to show you guys this video from my X account. Hold on, I'm going to quit sharing for a second. Yeah. Bill Ackman. There it was. I thought it was Ackman. Charlie wanted Bill Ackman to come to the Turning Point events to talk about economic issues, since Bill is one of the top investors of this generation. I do not trust Bill Ackman. I will say that. I don't trust him. All right. I think there are. I will say this. I do think there are some prominent, crooked, big time Jewish donors. Okay. I don't trust Bill Ackman one bit. But you got to have credible evidence if you're going to accuse him of intimidating Charlie Kirk at a Turning Point event. And all we had was Candace and this other guy making a claim that it happened. I can't remember the other guy's name, but... And that's the thing, I covered it. I think I covered it like a week ago, but... Yeah, all you had was them coming out with some claims. Yeah. But apparently from Kash Patel, they're still investigating everybody, blah, blah, blah. I don't believe Kash Patel. I don't know. I'll say this. I'm going with who they have in custody right now. And until they pull somebody else out, that's who I'm fucking blaming to shoot that shot Charlie Kirk in the neck. I don't know what the fucking... Well, what else to do? I do think he got shot from the right side and come out the left side of his neck. I will say this, Slinko. It looks weird, bro. It looks weird. The ballistics thing is a little weird. But the thing is like, I haven't put all the pieces together. I've watched every single video, and I can't definitively say, like, this is what happened. And the problem is nobody on the internet can. There's a lot of people trying to, and there's a lot of people saying, I got the real shooter. And what it is it's a headline to get you to click on their video. Now, some of them do have some good information, but a lot of it's BS. A lot of it's BS. The ballistic shit is weird, bro. Yeah, because he like, it's like he pulls up like this, like almost like, and it's like he went like kind of a weird way and then just fell over to the side. When I first saw it, when it first happened, I thought, yeah, he got shot right in the neck, like dead on. I mean, in my mind, there was no question to it. But the more I watch it, and it's like, it's just weird, bro. It didn't seem right. I have my own theories, but I'm just not going to share them because I don't have all the evidence. I think there's so many of them out there. You could probably find 20 of them. Like, click off this video and go find 20 different ones that people think. It's weird. Yeah, I've seen people say that it come from above him, from behind him, out of the turning point camera, from a drone going 100 miles an hour. I've seen them all. Like, and I'm like, none of these are. I just don't think any of them are believable. Like, if he got shot from behind, you got to show me who did it. And we need camera angles and all that shit. And the thing is what you got to realize. That college campus has thousands upon thousands of cameras on that campus. Okay? And the only thing we've seen so far is cell phone footage. It's weird, bro. It's weird. It's weird. Like I said, even if the Tyler Robinson kid didn't shoot, let's just say he didn't shoot Charlie Kirk. I've seen enough evidence from the left and what they've been fucking doing to realize I don't want them in my country. I don't. But I did want to pull up that story. Because it just keeps getting worse for these fucking weirdos, these communists, these lefties. I sat here and bullshitted for almost an hour. Without showing any of the videos I got. What up, Joseph? Got y'all's black leggings on tonight? Yeah, black leggings came out today. That shit is fire, bro. Fire. I actually did listen to like 2 songs off the album, and they were trash. It's funny, like, you listen to a song with Just Trey, Hozier, and Upchurch on it, and you realize that Just Trey's verse was the best one. And it still wasn't very good. You're like, damn, man. Just Trey just fucking bodied Upchurch on his own track. Yeah, he ain't getting number 1, bro. I think Triple T's live right now, and he's talking about if, I know Hozier said something like if he doesn't go number 1, he'll shut his YouTube page down. He ain't gonna shut that shit down. And from what I hear, I don't know, I've heard a couple people talk about Cardi B's album, which I don't give a fuck about, but a lot of people were saying it was good. So, but I don't know what you fucking consider good. If you think Cardi B's good, I don't trust your musical taste. Alright, so let me see what I got here. I thought I had some shit saved, and I don't. There's a video I want to look for real quick, and I'm going to save it. It's 12 minutes long. We might actually watch it. Since you guys want to talk about Charlie Kirk and the weird shit going on with him. I think there is one thing that kind of doesn't make sense. Well, there's several things that don't make sense, but there's one thing that really stuck out to me, and that stuck out to me pretty much as soon as it happened. But I wanted to talk about this situation. This happened at I think Texas State University. I think this is a historically black college. So this happened the other day, and I'm going to give my thoughts on it, okay? I wanted to look at this. Of course they were. It's Hozier and Ryan. Black leggings getting beat by Cardi B. I was just in there. T was saying the video looked good. I was like, nah, not at all. What? Upchurch's video? The one where he's like the fucking devil? The black denim one? Yeah. Nah, I'll pass, bro. I don't do that shit. Like, the whole, like, devil worshipping shit. If that's in, like, if that would be in, like, I don't know. I've seen some Adam videos I didn't like. But I ain't seen him come out with no fucking AI devil horns on. You know what I'm saying? But Upchurch is weird, bro. Like, that whole black denim shit was weird. I think that's the song. I can't remember. Just like the shooter in Butler, they said he had no social media, which was BS because I punched his name in Facebook search and had a short saying, "You got the wrong guy," and laughed. What are you talking about? In Butler County, or are you talking about Tyler Robinson? Yeah, they released some videos of that dude that tried to shoot Trump today. Yeah, that's funny because you don't know shit about that guy. It's fucking weird, bro. Weird. Hozier and Ryan's music video was satanic. I agree. Butler. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, what they do is they find out who these people are before they release them to the public. In most cases. Now, I don't know if it was like this in this guy's case. But in most cases, if there's some kind of mass shooting or something, the FBI or local police, they'll go through and like completely scrub their fucking social medias before you even know who they are. That's why you can't find a whole lot. As soon as they announce a mass shooter or something like that, I instantly go to their social medias because you might be able to find some remnants of people that like got word of who the shooter was before they were able to like erase everything. So that's how I got that shooter in Minnesota. I think it was Minnesota. Yeah, that shot up that Catholic school back a couple months ago. I got that person's whole manifesto. It was like 11 minutes long. I got that saved on my phone. So I thought I was going to talk about it, and I got distracted and got busy, and then Charlie Kirk got shot. So, but anyway, this is the video I wanted to talk about. So this is why I brought up the topic of can we still have civil debate in this country? Because I don't believe we can. And this is just proof of it. But I'm going to give my opinion on this. And it's not all going to be one-sided. Let's put it that way.
Don't do that. Come on. Yo. Oh, you better not, Blake. You better not. Okay. Bring the sign back.
So like I said, they're there. They're at a historically black college. They set up a table. They're asking them questions. I'm going to say this. This is not a good idea. Okay? And I'm going to criticize these guys for a minute. Because it's just not a good idea, bro. Like, yeah, should they have been treated like this? Hell no. But I could have told you this was going to happen. At this point, you're almost asking to get fucked up. And it's not good, dude. Like, care more. Like, most black people are Democrats, okay? They're lefty-leaning, liberal Democrats. You go set your table up at a historically black college, like this one. I think it's like Texas State University or something like that. Yeah, bro. They're going to attack you. And, I mean, I'm not saying every black person is violent, but they have been known to get violent a time or two. And two little white kids with MAGA hats on? Yeah, end of story. Yeah, it's not good. Yeah, his name's Cam Hibby. I'm not saying I like this guy or I hate this guy. I just think this was a piss poor decision. What I could have told you this was going to happen is what I'm trying to say. Should it happen in our country? Should you be able to go do this in this country? Sit down at a historically black college as a white man and talk about conservatism? Christian conservative with the black youth? Yeah, you should be able to do that. You should be able to do that. Probably 15 years ago, you could have done that. But now we're so divided, bro. No, not a good idea. You're going to fuck around and get... Like, literally, dude has a fucking screwdriver in his hand. This could have went a lot worse. So give me 1 second. I'm going to find where I turn down my fucking sound. Because, dude, that shit just blasted. How was the sound bad on your guys' end? I mean, it literally just blasted me right in the ear. It was terrible. It was terrible. Hold on. I asked you that question and I covered up the fucking settings. Or I covered up the screen with the settings. Hold on. Hosier's video was trash, yeah. Should you be able to do it? Yes. Should you do it? Well, that's a different story. Exactly, bro. And I'm not, you should be able to do it. But the thing is, in today's climate, you're just not going to be able to. And it's just that simple, bro. And it sucks. But the thing is you have to watch out for your fucking safety, bro. You have to. You have to watch out for your safety and what's in the best interest for you. I'll try to turn this down a little bit. I'm going to play the rest of this video. Hold on.
We're gonna do like a little end live pre-game or post-game situation here. We have 500 people watching.
We got 500 right here watching.
Look. Whoa. This is insane. What the heck? Oh my gosh. Hey, you're pretty close. Yeah.
Well, I think the Fearless Tour definitely made an impact.
Yeah.
Oh, whoa.
Did somebody just throw something?
This is my thing. You call your tour the Fearless Tour, but you got in the car and you left. I wouldn't even have went there, to be totally honest with you, because it's a waste of time, bro. It's a waste of time. These people ain't fucking listening to you. Them white liberals on college campuses, they ain't listening to you either, bro. They want nothing to do with your conservatism, your Christian values. Yeah, bro. They don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck. The liberal people care about cutting their dicks off and their tits off. These people, these black people, they're more focused on World Star. Knocking you the fuck out and stealing all your shit. Okay? It's on the internet every fucking day. Prove me wrong. World Star. It's like, yeah. Yeah. And the thing is, this is what I'm saying, okay? This is what I'm saying. You are setting yourself up to be seriously hurt. These cops aren't doing anything, bro. If these people really wanted to hurt you or do something to you, they would do it. They would do it. Okay? Now, if he would have it wouldn't have taken much for him to instigate it and this to turn really bad. The best thing he did was he kept his mouth shut and he got in the car. Because he was outnumbered like 500 to 3. He could have got him and all of his friends beat up. Yeah, the cops didn't do shit, Steven. They're fucking terrible. Yeah, George Soros under investigation for funding domestic terrorism. Yeah. I believe it when they start locking them up. Comey was a good starter. Let's start indicting them all. I'm telling you, if Trump doesn't turn the fuck up all the way from now till November, he's going to lose this country. And we're going to be, if the left ever gets back in charge, we're fucked. And you better believe it.
Arrest.
They just try to hit the car. Oh my gosh.
I think Horace is still out there trying to make sure the car is safe.
Thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you, officers.
Wow. Hey!
Yeah, they threw a drink up top.
Oh my gosh, they threw a drink up top. Yeah, we got this all live. I'm posting this directly after so everyone can see exactly what
Holy
happened.
shit.
Oh my gosh.
Turn up the live. We're good.
Alright guys, we are out of here. We'll see you later from the Fearless Tour gang.
Are they gonna block me in here now?
I think that might be what they're trying to do. They're intentionally blocking us.
They're blocking us. Here comes the cop. I'm not gonna hit it now, I guess. I'm not gonna hit it now, I guess. We've got more stuff. They're hitting the car.
I thought they wanted us to leave.
They're hitting the car. We're trying to leave, and they're telling us to leave, and they don't want us to leave, I guess. Hey! They are still hitting the car.
That's okay. Bring in the permit.
How is this a university?
Look, they're intentionally blocking us. They want us to leave, but they don't want us to leave.
It's like the biggest conundrum of all time. They're still hitting the car. This is wild. It's like a zombie apocalypse or something, man. Like the wow. They're still hitting the car. Whoa! That was loud.
She's gonna do this the whole way out of here. Oh, here we go.
Just go
No,
the
please.
opposite direction, David. David, just go straight.
No.
They do not debate with their ideas, guys. They just whoa. Yeah, we're gone now.
That's the
We are
funniest
gone
shit.
now.
Alright, so I'm going to give my thoughts on this, okay? I'm going to let you know what I think. And what I think is you're going to have some copycat guys like these kids. These are kids, bro. They're like in their early 20s. You're going to have some copycat guys out here do the same thing that these dudes just did. And somebody's going to get fucked up. Somebody's either going to get shot, beat up. Something bad is going to happen again. And I don't give a shit what the people on the right think about me. I don't give a fuck. I'm not your friend. I'm not your partner. I don't work for any fucking big companies like Daily Wire or none of that fucking shit. Okay, so what you get from me is me, bro. And I'm telling you, from what I'm discerning in this situation, that people need to stay out of them fucking colleges. Because where they set you up, you're a sitting duck. Alright? The security is trash. And unless you got the Secret Service, which doesn't always work, Butler County. Unless you got some fucking top secret agent fucking security, I wouldn't do it. It's not worth the risk. These people aren't listening. You're casting your pearls before swine. I don't know how many times I gotta tell you. Hey, what the fuck do I know, though? What the fuck do I know? Yeah, Joseph, I agree with you. First term started out strong, then just went downhill. It's been this second term's been bad so far. Look, you have a duty to protect your citizens of this country. Meaning from all enemies, foreign and domestic. Okay? You got to do something. All this, well, we're going to send ICE in. We're going to send ICE in to get all these illegal immigrants. And then you see videos today of ICE getting attacked. Like their cars getting, people standing in front of their cars, not letting them into Chicago. I'm telling you, some of these people are walking in to a fucking setup. And I don't know. I don't know if we've like lost our ability to think like strategically. I don't know, man. I just don't think it's a good idea. And I understand people are saying, like, well, we got to get our ideas out there. How are we supposed to get our ideas out there? How are we supposed to do this? We can't just act like we're afraid of the left. It's not about being afraid. It's about being smart. Especially with people that have a wife and kids. Or, you know, the women out there. I'm sorry, but every time you send a woman out to a college campus to speak Christian conservative values, you're taking a huge risk. Riley Gaines has been beat up on campus. and security didn't do shit. I don't know. Just like I said, I don't think the risk is worth the reward. The risk is not worth the reward. Let's see. Let's see what else I got in here. I did like this. Another reason why I don't believe we can keep debating with these people. I'm not a huge Tim Pool fan, okay? I'm just putting that out there. Just not. But I did like what he had to say. Okay? In this clip. So hold on, let me pull it up. So this is him. I'll read the post. Now I guess this is from a Raymond. I thought this was from Tim, but this is from Raymond G. It says they burn the flag. They fly their own unique flag. They say our democracy. Have you ever noticed that when the left says our democracy, they're not talking about us. They're talking about their democracy. Yeah, you gotta fucking listen to what they're saying. They're not saying this country, bro. They're talking about their democracy. And it's their fucking communism. And they're calling it democracy. But anyway, let's go ahead and pull this clip up. I'm not going to read the whole thing. You'll figure out what the clip's about. So here we go. Here's Tim Pool.
I just want to help people as best as I can, give you the context clues. They burn the American flag.
Right.
They fly a unique flag called the Progress Pride flag. They say our democracy. They say you are a threat to our democracy. They say we are at war with you. I did not ask for this. I begged for it to stop every step of the way. They lie. They say that I'm far right. They say Ian is far right. He's Moon Lord. It's because we exist outside of their community. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't blame them, but they are a chaotic force that has grown within the United States that seeks to upend and defy the United States. They mock our history. They destroy our statues. They rename our military bases and our streets. They have tried to kill the president. They have killed our most prominent political leader, young leader, in Charlie Kirk. They shot up a news station because they took their high priest off the air. I don't understand what else people need to hear to understand. We are not talking about roommates in a single house. You are not having a disagreement with your brother anymore. And I hate to say this because people are going to say it's accelerationist, whatever, but there is a reality here. There is someone outside of your home banging on the door. They are saying, I can do what I want to you. And the question is, are you going to open the door and let them, or are you going to ask the police through lawful means, please make this person stop? That's where we are at right now. This multicultural democracy seeks to upend and destroy. We have called the police, Donald Trump, and said, please start arresting these people. And guess what? Surprise, surprise. The criminals often shoot back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, eventually, people are, I keep saying this. I thought it would have already happened by now, but I keep saying people will eventually get tired of this. I'm not convinced anymore, to be totally honest.
I just want to help people as best as I can.
I think we fucking like this shit or something. I don't know. It's weird. And then this is another prominent right or left wing content creator. And listen to what he has to say about Trump supporters. Now, he has several clips. This is just one I pulled up. But this is Destiny. And listen to what he has to say about right-wing. It says, online streamer Destiny has a tour scheduled to follow Turning Point USA. So, this is something I feel like the FBI needs to investigate. Because Destiny had his own tour. And what they were going to do is they were going to go around and follow Turning Point and go to all the college campuses that they go to and heckle them. And I'm thinking they were going to do more. But listen to what he says about conservatives. He says, here's Destiny calling for Trump supporters to be shot and killed. He says that anyone who disagrees with his politics can and should be censored and deplatformed.
Conservatives have been disgusting for years, which is why I don't give a fuck about anybody that winds up at any of these rallies and gets shot or whatever the fuck, okay? Because they had no problem making fun of Paul Pelosi. The entire world would be better off if these people were permanently removed from these platforms. Like, there is no downside and only upside to see people like Candace Owens, Tucker Carlson, Tim Pool never be allowed to publicly broadcast their opinions ever again. It's exclusively bad stuff that happens. Conservatives have been disgusting for years, which is why I don't give a
Now, I thought Upchurch was a fucking crackhead. This dude's a crackhead. You see his mouth, he's like... Seek help, buddy. Get you some help, you fucking loser. But yeah. That's why I feel like I'm just giving you little samples of what I've seen. That's why I believe the time for debating is over. You just can't debate with these people. It just ain't worth it at this point anymore. Oh. I laughed at this one. I'm not going to play it, though. Oh, shit. All right, so... this is something that I want to look into, okay? I'm not saying that I believe this, okay? But it is definitely worth looking into. Since you guys wanted to talk about Charlie Kirk tonight, here is Nick Fuentes' thoughts and opinions on Erica Kirk and how she's been acting the 2 weeks that Charlie's been gone. So these are Nick's opinions, not mine, okay? But it's definitely something to think about. So since you guys wanted to talk about Charlie Kirk and the death and all the weird shit that's going on around it and conspiracies and all that shit, add this one to your mix, okay?
The thing about Erica Kirk is I 100% believe that that's an arranged marriage. Charlie and Erica, I do not believe for 1 second that they met organically. How do you think they met each other? Do you think that they bumped into each other at CPAC and Charlie said, hey, let's go on a date? No, they were set up together by somebody. Who set them up? Charlie, I'm sure, he's super ambitious, super powerful, running this organization. They told him you need a wife. I'm sure he wants a wife. They told him you need a wife. If you want to run for office, you need a wife and kids. You need a family. They're grooming him to be super powerful. So he's hanging out.
Now, the reason why I think this has a little bit of legitimacy is because they do that. Okay? They do that. You don't know that, but usually it's a Jewish wife. All right? Just do the research. See how many politicians have Jewish wives or husbands. Just do the research. I mean, it's a large number. Let's put it that way. I'm not saying this is the God's honest truth, but it did. Yeah, I want to look a little bit more into it. Not saying Nick's right on this one.
Bohemian Grove, and they say, we need to give you a wife. We know somebody. We know this girl. And she's in some, how do they know her? Who set them up, and where did this girl come from that's going to be Charlie Kirk's wife and bear his children? I think that was an arranged marriage. And that tells me that she is tapped into some kind of network in some way. I don't know how. People talk about she was a pageant girl and she ran this charity. Maybe there's a connection there. I would not be surprised at all. That, if you're talking about Erica Kirk, that I believe. People say Israel killed Charlie Kirk. Yeah, I don't know about that one. Let's look at the marriage. Erica Kirk is now taking over Turning Point. That's suspicious as fuck. Because what we are being led to believe is that Erica Kirk...
I don't think her taking over Turning Point is suspicious. Okay? But the time that it's happening and like the quick turnaround and the interview I watched of her today, like I don't know, bro. I understand everybody grieves different and stuff, but there was several red flags in there that I thought was weird. Weird. Anyway.
Is the archetypal.
Hold on, let me go back a little bit.
Israel killed Charlie Kirk. Yeah, I don't know about that one. Let's look at the marriage. Erica Kirk is now taking over Turning Point. That's suspicious as fuck. Because what we are being led to believe is that Erica Kirk is the archetypal trad girl. Isn't that the perception they're cultivating? When you look at some of these clips, she's supposed to be the ultimate trad wife. She's speaking at the Young Women's Leadership Summit. She's on podcasts saying, oh my gosh, I can't focus because I'm so in love with Charlie. If he's here, I can't focus. I'm so smitten. Like, that's the character that she's playing. That's the character that they're selling us. Her husband gets shot in the neck graphically in front of everybody. Shouldn't Miss Tradwife, shouldn't she be like despondent? And I'm not trying to judge how people grieve. It's not our position to judge how they grieve or what their response is. Maybe she's just got unbelievable resolve. But if she really is the ultimate trad wife who knows her place and is a helper to her husband, a helpmate, and she's so smitten with him, and she's the perfect trad wife like how she's been presented to us for years, then when her husband gets shot in the neck and blood starts spurting everywhere in front of everybody who starts screaming and running away, shouldn't she be like in shock? Shouldn't she be like in a catatonic state or crying and be in a veil as a widow somewhere? But that's not what we got at all.
I'll say this. Not everybody grieves the same way. I understand that. But let's say, okay, most of the time when you're watching like a murder mystery show on TV, okay, and a husband, let's say the husband dies, okay, who's the first person that they ask about, like, what happened and where, like, who's the first person they interrogate? It's usually the wife, okay? Well, obviously she didn't do it, okay, herself or anything like that. I'm not saying she's involved at all, but I'm saying, like, she does, there is a motive there. There's a lot to gain with Charlie gone. Okay? I don't know. I'm not saying that that's what's happening here, but there is, I don't know. I just got to thinking about that. Like, she just seemed weird today. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like I said, I haven't put all the pieces together. This is what Nick said. And I'm not saying I agree with all of it. Some of it, I'm like, I can see it.
Shot in the neck and blood starts spurting everywhere in front of everybody who starts screaming and running away. Shouldn't she be like in shock? Shouldn't she be like in a catatonic state or crying and be in a...
Twisted Tennessee, he did not like Charlie Kirk. He didn't like Charlie Kirk. Him and Charlie weren't friends. Now he's, been remorseful and stuff like that. When Charlie passed away, has not been rude, mean, or anything like that. I mean, I think these are legitimate questions, in my opinion. And he explains it a little bit more. Okay, I'm only 3 minutes into it. It's a 12-minute clip. I'll let it play through, and you can just hold your opinions to the end. Because, I mean, I don't want to say, like, oh my God, she's involved, and she was the sniper on the roof, and she was also the guy pulling on the fucking sleeve, and she was the guy behind him. And it's like, no, but there is some it is weird, bro. It is kind of weird. But anyway.
Male as a widow somewhere? But that's not what we got at all. The second he dies, she takes over Turning Point. That happened like 2 days later.
Yeah.
she's all of a sudden the president of this $500 million organization. Super influential, now super powerful after Charlie became a martyr, and she's given speeches. She's given a speech, and the speech, I'm sorry, it's totally canned. The first speech she gave next to his empty chair, she's like doing this weird affect, wiping away tears that aren't there with this scripted speech, you know.
Now, I push back on Nick about that. The first one she did, I thought was really good. It was powerful. It had a strong message behind it. I felt like she was emotionally fucking drained, okay? So, I don't agree with this part of it, okay?
The battle cry of this widow, the cries of this widow will echo like a... And then, at the WWE Memorial, she comes out to fireworks, and she does this, like she's Mary. In her white suit, her makeup, her hair did, and she goes out with fireworks at her husband's fucking funeral like this.
That's weird, bro. And I'm not saying there's anything like going on. That was fucking strange, bro. Like, I don't know, like the power, maybe she's doing this, like the power of Jesus in the room. Okay, I can get with that. Because there was like 300,000 people there, but the pyro, the political messaging, like some of the weird shit they did there, like I didn't like it. I'm not saying you gotta be somber, you gotta be a somber sack of shit or anything like that the whole time. You can't give praise to Jesus, all that. But, like, I don't know. Some of it, not all of it, but some of it was like a political ad. And I didn't like it. But, anyway, let's go.
She fucking posed. Did you see that? And then she goes up and says, yeah, I'm running Turning Point now, and this is how... It's giving me like Claire Underwood vibes. I think that was an arranged marriage, and either she was like a handler or she was... she had political ambitions of her own. But yeah, I don't know. Look, who is Erica Kirk now? This is a person that is being foisted on us. And look, don't get me wrong. You lost your husband. I am deeply sorry for you. I really am. I'm praying for you. I am deeply sorry for you. I can't imagine what you're going through. But you becoming president of Turning Point and now being foisted upon us, that's an altogether different story. You know, it's like I said on Monday, and Alex Jones didn't like this. He said it was mean. A lot of people didn't like it. You want our sympathy? You got it. You want our prayers? You got it. People would, walk over broken glass for this widow who can even sympathize, who can even understand what she's going through right now. But they're asking us to accept her as like this new leader. They're foisting her on us as a political leader. And that I don't like. I don't like that because that's manipulative. That is predatory. She's the widow. Who can criticize her? She's a widow. Who could ever say anything negative about her? They're exploiting that. She's untouchable. She's beyond reproach. She's the victim of the tragedy.
He does have a point. It's a perfect position for her to be in and never be criticized. Yeah, I'm not either, Twisted Tennessee. I don't like that. I can understand why she did it, but in my opinion, this is my thing, okay? Your husband, somebody need around her, like if you got solid people around you, okay? Somebody needs to say, hey, be the CEO of the company or be the leader of the company, whatever. But somebody needs to say, like, hey man, you might take some time off. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you want to do that, come back in 6 months, a year, something like that. Go home, take care of those kids. You got 2 young babies at home. Okay? Go take care of them. Why all of a sudden is she being like hoisted and forced upon us as like as a spiritual and a political leader? Like, I don't like that. I don't like that. I agree with him on that. See, that's the thing. Like, I don't agree with Nick on everything. I'll say when I don't agree with him, when I do. But don't get it twisted. This dude's a lot smarter than what you think he is. He's not dumb.
Like, when a victim of a school shooting starts running an anti-gun nonprofit. You know, it's like March for Our Lives. Because who could criticize a kid that almost got killed in a school shooting? You know? It's giving me vibes. I don't like that. I don't like when some victim of some atrocity is then presented as a political figure, because it's like, okay, who the fuck are you? You're the victim of some tragedy? That sounds like a really shitty thing to say, but it's like, how do I know you're not being controlled by somebody? Because quite honestly, we knew who Charlie Kirk was and he built the organization. We have no idea who you are. What makes you qualified to run Turning Point? Because your husband got killed? What makes you qualified? We don't know anything about you. We don't know where you came from. We don't know anything about you. For all we know, you are working for...
I agree, Joseph. He does. And that's exactly who he was talking about, too. Yeah. Good catch.
Organization. We have no idea who you are.
Yeah.
What makes you qualified to run Turning Point? Because your husband got killed? What makes you qualified? We don't know anything about you. We don't know where you came from. We don't know anything about you. For all we know, you are working for some other person, or now the board is going to run it. Now some shadowy force is going to run Turning Point through you, or you represent. We don't know. We don't know who you are. But no one can say that because she's a widow, and that I don't like. Because this is a high-profile killing. It is forcing people to ask a lot of questions. And this is the one aspect of it that we're not allowed to ask questions about because it's in bad taste. Well, you know what? This is politics. If you want to speak at the funeral, no one's going to question that. But you seize control of the organization right away. I'm seizing the reins. And no one dare question me because I'm a widow. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. And it doesn't really...
I mean, he's right on that. He's right. Like, it was like straight out the gate, dude. Like, I don't know. It's just weird, bro. It's weird. Like, I don't know. I don't know anything about this woman. Okay? And like Nick says, he doesn't either. But, I don't know. It just seems strange, bro. And I'm not trying to say, like, oh my God, dude. Like, oh my God, she's in on it. And run with some wild-ass conspiracy or something. But it just seems weird. 2 days after the shooting, exactly, HBR, takes control of Turning Point. A $500 million company. I don't know, bro. I've seen, I'm not going to say it. It just seems weird, bro. Until more stuff comes out, I'm not going to say it. But it just seems awfully ID channel type shit. Hit for hire type shit. On a much higher level. Or hired hitman type shit. Anyway.
Track. Like I said, if you watch any of the clips, it's just like downright insulting. The way that she's presented as like a trad wife. And correct me if I'm wrong, and I might be, but if you're the ultimate trad wife, shouldn't you be a little bit more torn up about this? I know I sound like an asshole. Where's the tears? Really? You're a trad wife?
I don't agree with that. Because she did cry. Okay, she cried. She was crying in the car. She was crying during her first interview. Now, during the memorial, I didn't really see any tears. Okay, and today she actually kind of looked a little happy, which was weird. I'm sorry, if my wife died 2 weeks from now, I'd still be an absolute fucking mess, bro. And I'm not saying I would cry, I'd be a slobbering, crying mess, but I damn sure ain't gonna be no CEO of a $500 million company. I wouldn't be able to I'd probably barely be able to tie my damn shoes. Yeah, I agree, Twisted Tennessee. As a matter of fact, I don't trust any of these people. I trust regular folks like us. Exactly. HBR, I found out that was not true. I did some research on that. I found out that wasn't true. Like the whole missing kids in Romania and her ministry got kicked out of Romania. Yeah, that's not true. At least what I found on the internet said it wasn't true. They they said like her ministry was about like adopting kids, and then kids came up missing, and then Romania like changed their laws to where you couldn't adopt kids. Well, from what I found is that Romania changed their laws like 3 years before she even was there, and then people were trying to say that she went to Romania when she was 17, and they showed a video of her in like the Miss Arizona pageant and tried to say she was one of Trump's pageant girls, and she was 17 in the video. Well, in the video she was actually like 23, 24. So I don't know, there was a lot of mixed information going on out there. But if you got something concrete, send it to me on IG. I'll watch it later. Now, I'm not saying it couldn't be true. Alright, so let's go ahead and play some more of this.
You're a helpmate. You're smitten. You're so in love. Blah, blah, blah. Your husband got publicly executed in front of all of his adoring fans 3 days ago. You're giving a speech today, taking control of Turning Point, vowing like that we're going to make Turning Point bigger than ever. Is that typical trad wife behavior? Who is this person exactly? Who is this? No one knows. So listen, and I know I don't really buy a lot of the Israel conspiracies. That is something I'm very interested in. Erica Kirk is someone I'm very interested in. You know, when people talk about energy weapons and decoy shooters and trap doors, you lose me. When you talk about the person that succeeds Charlie Kirk, that's relevant. Who's going to take his place? Good question. It's the wife. Who's the wife? No one knows. So, you know, some of that stuff, you know, the Epstein files, I don't know how much that plays into it because Charlie was in favor of covering them up. A week after the DOJ covered up the Epstein files, Charlie Kirk went on his show and said, I trust the government. I don't want to ask any more questions about it. So I don't think that had anything to do with it. I think they just took advantage of it.
Now, I have yet to go back and verify that Charlie Kirk made that comment. That's just what Nick's saying. I mean, he could have. A lot of people, because Charlie Kirk died doesn't mean he didn't have flaws, okay? And that he didn't have issues. I'm sure there was a lot of times where he went really hard on an issue and you know, somebody from the Trump administration said, hey, reel that back, and he reeled it back. I mean, you know, he was super close with Don Jr. My brother was murdered and I was in a trance for years after his death. My whole family was never the same. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I've heard the opposite too, Joseph. This is the first I've heard that he wanted to cover him up. That's why I said I haven't verified it yet. I need to go verify it. I like Nick. Nick's a good guy. But I do this with everybody. Every political commentator. I like Elijah Schaffer, but sometimes I'll take his shit and I'll do research on it. Like if he says something and I'm like, I don't know if that's true or not. I want to know if it's true. And it just sucks because one little instance like that could take up 3 or 4 hours of my day trying to find that clip. That's the thing. Like, it's time consuming. Politics is time consuming. If you want to get your facts straight. If you want to get shit right. Yeah, it's time consuming.
But the wife is sort of interesting. And I know I sound like a jerk. Fine. I sound like a jerk. I don't care. That's a question that needs to be answered. And she's in politics now. If she wanted to be a widow, then, you know, she should have just started some fucking foundation and said, we're giving out the Charlie Kirk Memorial Scholarship or something. But she took control of a $500 million all-important political org that just got way more important.
True.
And, you know, succeeding a guy that died, it's a little suspicious. So, yeah, I gave me a very bad taste in my mouth when am I the only one? I mean, tell me what you think. One's in the chat if you think I'm onto something. Two, if you think I'm a dick. Because I'm actually curious. I'm actually curious how many people bought it.
Well, my thing is I thought about something. I thought about that because I thought it was fucking weird. But I'm like, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that out loud on the internet. I'm not. Hell, I was even a little skeptical about saying it now. You know what I'm saying? Like, motherfuckers look at you funny. But you gotta think, bro. Like, I wouldn't put anything past the government. All right. And Charlie was starting to get a little aggressive, bro. Going against Bibi Netanyahu, you know, losing donors by having Tucker Carlson on stage at Turning Point, having Candace Owens on stage at Turning Point. You know, he was criticizing Israel over Gaza. Yeah. Not saying he wasn't still pro-Israel, because I believe he was. But he was, you know, starting to be critical. You think 2 years from now Turning Point will be a thing of the past? I don't think so. I think they're going to go full speed ahead. This thing's going to be like a fucking... I think it's going to be like a machine, bro. That's just my personal opinion. Yeah, Joseph, that's all right, man. We ain't got to agree. I don't agree with everything he says. Like, he says racist shit. I just think it's distasteful. I don't like it. It is what it is. Like, I don't know. I think he can get his point across without being a dick like that. But I don't know. I don't hate him for it, though, because I think he is valuable to the movement. He's got a lot of good shit to say. I think sometimes he just does it for shock value. Like, he wants to shock people. And it does work, and him fucking watching, because people are like, what the? Yeah, they get all pissed off, start watching him, waiting for him to say it again. So I can fucking jump all over him, but I don't know. I like Nick. I thought he was kind of an arrogant jerk when I first started listening to him. But if you take the time, you listen to his show, not just this 12-minute clip. Start from the very beginning of the show, watch it all the way through the super chats. It's a lot different. All the bad clips of him out there, yeah, they're just clips. Even though his clips are a little rough. He's a little rough around the edges. I will say that.
And I didn't want to say that right out of the gate because I know how that sounds and I know that comes across a certain way. But I'm just telling you, gut level, my reaction. When I saw her first speech, when I saw her second speech, I said, I don't like this. Something's not right here. This is weird. Her first speech.
First speech was good. Second speech was weird. Forgiving your killer up on stage. I understand that. It's a Christian thing to do. It's like, not holding the grudge. Like, I understand it, okay? I'm not saying I don't. But 2 weeks? Nah, fam, you got to give me longer than that. And if I see you, I might fuck you up. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's on sight. I don't know. I understand. I thought the second speech was weird. Alright? Didn't sit right with me. It was almost like a political way to calm everything down. I didn't like that. Like, fuck you. If it's really a lefty, this is my thing. A lot of people say, well, man, we can't ever bring back public executions. Let's just say, alright, we are 100% convinced that Tyler Robinson pulled that trigger, shot, killed Charlie Kirk. Okay? And I'm about 70% there. There's about 30% of the story that makes absolutely no fucking sense. But let's just say Tyler Robinson did it. He's found guilty, beyond a reasonable doubt. He's going to get executed. Or he's going to, he has a death penalty. I think they should take him out on the White House lawn. Call every news media company. Alright? Bring them out. Let them get all their little cameras set up and shit. Alright? And Erica Kirk or whoever wants to do it, should come out and just shoot him right in the neck. Pow! I mean, do we not believe in eye for an eye anymore? I know it sounds fucked up. But I think if you do that enough times to people, you might see a reduction in crime. But I don't know. Yeah, Joseph. Yeah, I actually agree with you. Hold on, I'll get to you in a second. What do you think of that Casey dude I sent you? I didn't see it. Or I didn't watch it all. HBR. I didn't watch it all. I watched about 5 minutes of it, got distracted. I need to go back and watch it. Joseph says, if I had to make a guess, I would have thought it would have been him and not Charlie. Just because this guy does piss a lot of people off. Yes, he does piss a lot of people off. I thought the same thing. They did try to kill him. Back in, I think, January? I think they tried to kill him back in January or December of last year. Yeah, somebody showed up to his house and tried to kill him. He sees him on the security camera while he's doing his show. Yeah. And then some Jewish lady showed up to his house antagonizing him. And he was getting all kinds of death threats. It's when he made the comment. It was like right after Trump won. Okay? And he come out and he made a video clip on it. Or he made a comment on his show and they clipped it and it went fucking super viral. He looked dead in the camera and he told women. He said, all women out there. Your body, my choice. And then he starts laughing. He's like, just remember, your body, my choice. And dude, I've never seen so many pissed off. And it wasn't just the left, it was the right too. Them motherfuckers was mad. And he started getting all kinds of death threats. And then he started having people show up to his house. And then some Jewish lady showed up to his door, knocked on the door. And he opens it, doesn't even say nothing to her, pepper sprays her in the face and kicks her down the steps. Oh. Have you guys seen that video? Well, I'll have to fucking find it. Pull it up. That shit was hilarious. I'm sorry, you come to my house, bro, you better hope you get fucking pepper sprayed. Then kick down the steps, alright?
In the Charlie Kirk studio, I said, something's off here. She comes out and giving a speech and she's like, she's not even crying. Like, we know it, she's not even fucking crying. And it's, once again, this is not like we're interrogating her. Why aren't you crying? It's like, isn't that strange? This is like, other people were crying. I was almost crying. You're his wife. You're his trad wife. You're not crying? And she was pretending to, though. She wasn't crying, but she was pretending to. She's like patting her eyes. It's like, honey, you're not crying. We know what crying looks like. Like, it would have been, if she got up there and she was like beside herself, disheveled, maybe someone was helping her, maybe she couldn't finish it, maybe she was actually crying, I'd say, bless her heart. But she came up there and she's like giving this scripted speech, doing this whisper thing. I was like, yeah, no, sorry. Sounds fake. And then she's given another speech a week later, doing the pose. The pose sent me. It's like, oh, stop. She was literally doing Shawn Michaels. Remember when Shawn Michaels fought The Undertaker at WrestleMania 25? And he came out in all white, and Undertaker came out in all black. It was like that. She literally goes out there and she's like this, and the fireworks are blowing off, and she says, I forgive the killer, scripted. And now she's in charge of Turning Point. I think that's very suspicious. So I think you're right to question it. I think that's an arranged marriage, if I've ever seen one. But that's just, maybe I'm an asshole, but I think that's a question that needs to be answered.
Red Cooper sent $20.
I mean, both can be true. It could be an arranged marriage and you're an asshole. I mean, I call myself an asshole all the time. Whoops. I call myself an asshole all the time. Wife is trying to talk to me. I can't focus on both. I hear you on that. Let me know when you come back. I'll address this comment up here. If she cried too much and tears flowed, people would say she had eye drop. Yeah. I mean, the crying thing, I've seen people fucking grieve different. So that thing, it's the shit that she's doing that is kind of like got me like, that's fucking weird. That is weird, bro. It's weird. First off, if I was like a CEO or I owned a company, I know my wife wouldn't be involved. Okay? She just wouldn't be. There would be other people below me that would probably be involved. Like I don't know. Was that overall Charlie's company? Like, did he own all of the rights to that company? Was it a board decision? I think it was. I take it back. I think it was a fucking board decision. I think I did like a board decision. Anyway. Yeah, it's weird, bro. I think there's something off. But will we ever know? I don't know. But I don't want to find this clip.
The thing about Erica Kirk.
I do want to address this clip. Oh, they're not gonna let me fucking. Hold on. And man, this motherfucker might have been scrubbed off the internet, dude. Oh. Hold on, I'm trying to find it. If you ever want to see like a funny, I thought he was the co-founder. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, bro. Like I want to see who all's involved in that board. I'm gonna start doing some research into Turning Point. I want to see who all's involved in donors, board members. Who made the decision to put Erica Kirk in the leadership position, and why? What makes her more capable of taking the reins of this company over, like, let's just say, the second guy in charge? Because I don't believe she really had that much to do with it. Like, apparently her and Charlie had a bunch of talks and stuff, and they, like, I guess that I guess that, like, qualified her? I don't know. Oh, here we go. I found it. Okay, I can't remember what all's in this clip, alright? So if it says something real fucked up, my bad. But this is the clip that almost got Nick Fuentes killed, okay? So we're gonna watch it. It's pretty rough. Like, I don't know, if you're soft, it's rough. I thought it was hilarious. And I showed my wife and my daughters. Is she gonna go debate idiots at the college? They're like talking about it. They're talking about. I think she was talking about going and debating and shit, which is stupid. But anyway, here's Nick Fuentes. Here's the clip that almost got him killed.
Hey, bitch, we control your body.
Oh, hold on.
The feel when you're totally not pressed. The feel when we control your bodies. Hey, bitch, we control your bodies. Guess what? Guys win again, okay? Men win again. And yes, we control your bodies. Hi, I'm your Republican congressman. Hi, I'm your Republican congressman. It's your body, my choice. And men, women again. Men win again. There will never, ever be a female president. Never. There will never be a female president, ever. It's over. Glass ceiling? Dude, it's a ceiling made of fucking bricks. You will never break it. Your stupid face keeps hitting the brick ceiling.
Yeah.
We will keep you down forever. You will never control your own bodies. You will never be the president of the global empire. Never gonna happen, sweetie. Your body, our choice. No more abortions. Yeah, that's right. No more abortions. No more food stamps. Sorry, honey. Project 2025 is back on the menu, and there's none of any of that.
So that led to, like, this shit, bro. Hold on.
Hey, bitch, we control your bodies. Guess what? Guys win again. Glass ceiling? Dude, it's a ceiling made of fucking bricks. You will never break it.
Like, literally, women cried about this for, like, months, bro. Like, months. Like, it's they're basically saying that he said basically he can grape us. But that's not what he's saying. First off, he was fucking around, alright? He was joking, alright? But he was talking to my body, your body, my choice. Basically saying, he's talking about abortion, okay? He's saying, like, you can't have abortion. He's mocking them, saying you can never have abortions again, which is not true until it gets completely outlawed, which I would be in favor of. But people are so easily, like, triggered. But they're just triggered. Like, but, like, literally, there's tons and tons of TikTok videos. He went viral. Death threats every day. Somebody showed up to his house, tried to kill him. Yeah. Yeah, no more food stamps really got him heated. Might have. Let's watch a few. This is 3 minutes and 52 seconds long, but I want to see if there's, like, multiple ones.
Stupid face keeps hitting the bricks. The feel when we control your bodies. Hey, bitch, we control your bodies. Guess what? Guys win again. Glass ceiling? Dude, it's a ceiling made of the feel when we control your bodies. Hey, bitch, we control your bodies. Guess what? Guys win again. Glass ceiling? Dude, it's a ceiling made of fucking brick.
The first sign is this hoop ring in your nose, bro. That's the first sign, alright? It's a sign saying red flag. Mentally unstable. Oh, I'm just kidding. Okay, I'm sure there's some nice women out there with the hoop earring in their nose, okay? or whatever the fuck you call that. I don't know. I can't remember. Anyway, let's keep going. It's funny.
You will never break it. Your stupid face keeps hitting the brick ceiling. We will keep you down forever.
Drama queen in it.
Never control your own bodies. You will never be the president of the global empire. Never gonna happen, sweetie. There will
Exactly.
ever be a female president. Never. The feel when we control your bodies. Hey, bitch, we control your bodies. Guess what? Guys win again. Glass ceiling? Dude, it's a ceiling made of fucking bricks. You will never break it. Your stupid face keeps hitting the brick ceiling. We will keep you.
So this is literally right after Kamala Harris lost the election. Trump wins. Like you can see, he's still watching like election shit when this clip come out. And yeah, bro, sent him over the edge. Yeah, I want to see if I can find something else without the end. Oh, this is like all of them doing it. So here's one.
The feel when we control your bodies. Hey, bitch, we control your bodies. Guess what? Guys win again. Glass ceiling? Dude, it's a ceiling made of fucking bricks. You will never break it. Your stupid face keeps...
I called my dad today to tell him I was scared, and he hung up on me. Take your ass to work, motherfucker. Ain't nothing gonna happen to you. Go to work. You let some internet kid fuck with you. I mean, he's trolling you. Alright? He ain't got no power to do none of that shit. And Trump already said he didn't want to get rid of abortion altogether, which I think, me personally, I am 100% pro-life. Alright? It's just who I am. Not everybody agrees with me, I understand that. I don't try to change people's minds. But Trump had already come out and said he's not making abortion illegal or like anything like that. But yeah, he had them all flustered.
The feel when we control your bodies. Hey, bitch, we control your bodies. Guess what? Guys win again. Glass ceiling? Dude, it's a ceiling made of fucking bricks. You will never break it. Your stupid face keeps hitting the brick ceiling. The feel when we control your body. The feel when we control your bodies. Hey, bitch, we control your bodies. Guess what? Guys win again. Glass ceiling? Dude, it's a ceiling made of fucking bricks. You will never break it. Your stupid face keeps hitting the brick ceiling. The feel when we control your body. The feel when we control your bodies. Hey, bitch, we control your bodies. Guess what? Guys win again. Glass ceiling? Dude, it's a ceiling made of fucking bricks. You will never break it. Your stupid face keeps hitting the brick ceiling. We will keep you down forever. You will never control your own bodies. You will never be the president of the global empire. Never gonna happen. The feel when we...
I mean, it just gets better and better, in my opinion. I mean, I'm not trying to be a dick, but it's funny. Alright? These women are drama queens. This is why women should be nowhere near politics. Okay? Nowhere near. They can't even take a fucking joke. Anyway. I did want to try to find where he kicks the woman down the stairs. Oh shit. That's gonna be the last clip we watch. Alright, now I'm just at the point where I'm fucking off. Alright. So hold on, let me take you off the screen. Alright, so alright, hold on. I'm gonna find the clip where he kicks this lady down the steps. Come on, man. I know the clip's out there. Hold on. It's out there. Give me a second. pepper spray. Oh. Ah, here we go. Got it. This is good, boy. So he'd been getting harassed, okay? He's been getting harassed. They'd been, like, he'd already had somebody else show up to his house. He's getting death threats. Like, fucking people are, like, on him, bro. And this has been, like, going on for, like, a couple weeks. Well, this dumbass woman decides to come to his house and ring his doorbell. And this is what happens. Which I'm going to go super small on this one so you can see it. Hold on. Alright. So it's only a 27-second clip. So she comes to the house, rings the doorbell. Here we go.
Hi. Oh my God! What are you doing?
Get the fuck out of here.
Takes her phone.
Hi.
There you
Oh
go.
my God! What are you doing?
Oh my God, my actions have consequences. I just got pepper sprayed in the fucking face and kicked down the stairs. Oh no. Oh, I love it. I love it. He said, get the fuck out of here. Took her phone, went in, locked the door. It did actually get charged for that. He got charged for that. Yeah. I don't think anything ever happened of it, but yeah, he did get charged for it. Which is fucking crazy. It's wild. Alright, I'm done. I was watching Nick clips. Yeah, you get the point. Why does he have 3 doorbells? I think he lives in some kind of like apartment, maybe. I don't know. Alright, Joseph, have a good one, man. Have a good one. Fuck around and find out. I agree, bro. Look, you can think of dudes I don't like Destiny, bro. I think he's a fucking douchebag. I think he deserves to be punched in the face. Alright? But would I go to his, like, residence and knock on his fucking door? No. Alright? You don't fuck with people where they live. And if you do, and you show up, you're gonna get fucking dealt with. You're probably not gonna be received very well. Let's put it that way. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get off here for tonight. I had fun. We talked about politics. We bullshitted. I do want to play one song on the way out. Just to let you know, I do plan on doing a music stream here soon. But I'm gonna do it like I did tonight. I streamed on YouTube, Rumble, and X, okay? If I do a music stream and it gets kicked off of YouTube, you're going to have to go to Rumble or X to watch the rest of it. Because when I tried to do the War Tour thing, before I went to see the concert, my stream got taken down. I can't play music, play the music video or whatever. I don't know what the fuck's going on. So, I'm going to start on YouTube. I'm going to do a music stream later this week. You know, if it gets cut, you can just go over to YouTube or to Rumble or X. But I'm going to play a track on the way out. Have a good one, Frank. Appreciate you coming through, brother. Appreciate it. We're going to play one more song on the way out. Another HT track. Alright. So I'm going to stay on the screen for a minute just to let you know. Oh, whoops. Let me X out of that. Alright, so we're going to play a HT track on the way out. We're going to play American as Fuck. Because it kind of fits this podcast, alright? Be a fucking American. And everybody like my hat? Landed the free. Fuck you. All right, I'm out of here tonight. God bless you. God bless your family. And God bless the United States of America. We're back, baby. Let's go.
The hardest decision I got today is which gun I'ma take when I skate. Yeah, I'm riding big hoe. I'm riding big hoe. See, I'm a foul mouth gun toting son of a bitch. Now come and try me if you wanna. I keep one on the hip. You running what, bitch? You ain't running shit. You running your lips. Oh no, it's not one for the homies when I'm dumping the fit. I got my truck drinking gas like a wino playing quarters. See, I don't like it, then it's fucking anybody that supports you. See, I'm freedom to the bone. Best advice to leave me alone. I'm just speaking from the dome. You be speaking from your phone. You don't stand for shit, I understand the shit. You always patronizing underhanded shit. Say what you want, cause you got the right. But I swear you lit like a candidate. When that hammer click, I'm like Anakin. 1911, ain't shit. You heating up. Well, I handle it. And I freeze a bitch up like a mannequin. I got a gun so damn big, all my neighbors think I'm nuts. Saying what I wanna say, middle finger might be stuck. I'm a God-fearing man in a big-ass truck. I piss red, white, and blue. I'm America's fuck. I got a gun so damn big, all my neighbors think I'm nuts. Saying what I wanna say, middle finger might be stuck. I'm a God-fearing man in a big-ass truck. I piss red, white, and blue. I'm America's fuck. I got an AR-15 cause I don't need a reason, bitch. Sitting in my truck, window, and I'm speeding, bitch. My brother growing dope in the yard, I ain't seeing shit. I plead the fifth, tell the judge to hit the dick. Bitch, I drive a Chevy. Ooh, that paint is dripping like a levee. And this shot ain't got a sweat. Ooh, you preaching to the reverend. I'm in heaven, this America. You free to speak, I'm daring you. I came up from the bottom, but that pressure built in character. Don't pass go, you like to wanna talk, then turn your mic up. Don't act ho, you might've, but my truck ain't going idle. I say shit to offend you, like a Muslim to a Bible. I'm an asshole, I got the right to. You don't like it, then don't listen. I got a gun so damn big.